just gotten off from work. It is currently 10 past 8 and right now I am heading to the gym. So today is a rest day, but we are still gonna go do our cardio, 40 minutes of cycling, and then we're gonna do our calf training. And oh boy, I have to show you guys this. Jesus Christ, look at that sunset. How beautiful is that? But yeah, workout's gonna be quick and quite easy. I will keep the weights heavy on the calf machine. We're gonna do any calf machine that is available when I get there, and yeah, keep the weights heavy, pump some good blood in your calf muscles, and it's gonna be a good ass session. And then of course 40 minutes of cardio is just gonna flew by. Watch some videos and make the best use of the time when you're doing your cardio. But yeah, let's get to the gym. That's workout done, quick and easy. 40 minutes of cardio and some calves. And here I am having the last meal of the day, which is 250 grams of Greek yogurt, 100 grams of cottage cheese and some Fun Light for taste. Really easy, real tasty. Decently high in protein and moderate in fat meal for you guys if you want to give this a go. To make this a bit more calorie dense, which I definitely would like this to be, is to add some oats in here and maybe some protein powder, and that will make it taste so incredibly good. Definitely give it a go. Also cheap as hell, so just the way we'll like it. Easy, cheap and high in nutrients. But yeah, the workout was good. I'm starting to finally see some gains in my calves, because the funny thing is, before I started this YouTube series, I was training in this with this 531 program for a while, and because this program doesn't have a how would I say it? Well, there is no particular, there are no particular exercises for calves or hamstrings or anything like that. It's just those 4 basic movements, those 4 base raw movements, and then just some accessory work. I tried to skip all the calf training because, well, I work at the warehouse. I'm a warehouse operator, so I walk a lot during the day, and I'm always on my feet, so I thought that might do the trick and that might grow my calves, but who would have guessed? It did not fucking work. So yeah, my calves shrunk like they went to fucking zero. Nah, not totally, but I definitely noticed a huge decrease in my calf size, so we had to immediately start to train calves again. So don't skip it, don't try what I did. And yeah, some people just have those crazy calf genetics, and I am definitely not one of those. So keep training your calves, and that's gonna keep them growing and make them look big and juicy. Great day today. Nothing special, but just a wonderful day. I have thought about this cardio And I think I might start to do some jogging, just to get some variety into this program, because at the end of this program I will be doing cardio roughly 2 hours a day. And if I'm just doing cycling for 2 hours, that's gonna get boring as hell. So what I thought I could be doing is start to add some jogging into this early part of this program so that I get used to it, and then I can easily increase jogging and cycling when the time comes, so that it doesn't get so fucking extremely boring. And I think that would also help my legs quite a bit, because just cycling can definitely start to hit your knees in a bad way. I have been actually jogging quite a lot, like 1 year ago, but I had the worst fucking shoes ever. I think they were the best that you could buy from Nike, and they were the most highly rated. People running world record marathon times run with those shoes, and they were the best of the best. 250 euros for a fucking pair of jogging shoes, and they were totally shit for me. Like, I got so many injuries because of those shoes that it's just unbelievable. I don't know, they just were not for me, and that's when I stopped running. One time when I went to run after my work day, I ran for, I think it was, the whole run was 10 kilometers, and at the 5 kilometer mark I started to notice quite a noticeable pain in my right knee. But as I was halfway of my run, and I had no phone, I had no wallet, I had nothing to get myself out of there. There was only one option, is to either walk back or then to run back. And I'm not fucking wasting time walking back 5 kilometers. That would have taken so goddamn long. So I decided to run and just keep running and take the pain. And by the time I got home and the next day, I could not walk. The pain was just fucking unimaginable. I couldn't go to work for 2 days because of the knee pain. I couldn't walk. I had to, just grab something so I could even get to my computer or sit at the table or something. That was just fucking horrible. And it was mostly due to the shoes and how it made me step on my foot, and it just fucked me up, and that's something I will never do again. I tried to be David Goggins, and actually I was David Goggins. I finished the run with a decently good time, but the cost was just too much, so it was definitely not worth it. So I know we all would like to be David Goggins and do the fucking crazy stuff, but let me tell you guys, it is not always worth it. It rarely is worth it. Of course, the feeling of the accomplishment is great, but the pain and suffering that comes from it usually is not worth it. At least if you're not going for a trophy, or if it's just you versus you, I don't think that's just worth it. So don't be David Goggins at all times. Train hard, do everything hard, but do it smart, so that you don't hurt yourself, and then you can't train. That is always the worst case scenario, because at that time I had to take a 3-week break from running. And if you think about it, I got to run 5 kilometers more, but the cost was 3 weeks of not running. So imagine how much I could have run during those 3 weeks if I would have taken it a little bit lighter or not run at all of those last 5 kilometers. The cost was fucking incredibly big and not worth it. So always think about the risk to reward ratios. That is something I've learned in trading, and it beautifully applies in most things of life. So do things smart. Think about your risk and your reward. Is it worth it? And that's when I'm gonna end this video. So we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a big training day, so we will see you then. Have a good one, boys.